Welcome to our training for Offeror registration. My name is Lana Widener, and I'm with the University of South Carolina, and I'm in the purchasing department. Today, we are going to specifically be addressing the user registration tile that you see on this page. There are several tiles, but we do want to go here so that you have the opportunity to become a registered offeror at the University of South Carolina. So our first step here is to go ahead and click on this tile. You'll see our hand here. And on this page, there are several choices, but we want to specifically register as an offer. So if you will go down to the button area that says register as an offer, we're going to register now. So click on register now. This will open up our page where we have 6 steps. And this is our welcome page. So you'll notice that we have several steps at the top. And as we progress through this process, each one of those will be highlighted as we complete them. I want to specifically point out here, especially, that there is a please contact us email address. It's the purchasing@sc.edu. Another area that I'd like to point out is our question mark. So if you hover over those question marks, you'll see a box that opens up, and this is throughout this process of entering your offer registration. So this is our welcome. So we're just welcoming you here on this question mark. I do need to enter my type of business, and I am a business, so I'm going to select the business button and just identify that that's what I am, and then I'm going to go to the next screen. So I'll click the next button. This is really important. You need to enter your tax ID number that typically comes straight off of what your tax return would be for your business. And then, of course, your official business name needs to be entered. Anywhere you see an asterisk, those are required fields in this process of entering your registration. So this is Joanne's Uniforms. So today we're going to demonstrate to you how Joanne's Uniforms will enter her business. And we do have the opportunity here, if we are any government classifications, we can fill this section out. Gives us the opportunity to look at any of our governors or South Carolina Department of Transportation selections. We are not, so we are not going to complete anything there, but I am going to recognize that we do have an ethnicity. So there is a drop down arrow, and I can select that I'm Caucasian, and this will help us with our reporting elements and reporting tools. I'm also a woman-owned business, so I'm going to identify that by checking the box. And now I'm ready to move to the next page. In this location, I'm already on my third step. So we're ready to enter our address. I'm at 1600 Hampton Street, and I'm going to go to the zip code and just enter my zip code. And when I'm here, I'm ready now just to tab. If I tab, it should fill out your city, county, and state. I love the tab, so that was really important. Of course, this is a required field to enter my email address, as there's an asterisk there. So llw@mailbox.sc.edu. That's my complete address. And I'm ready to move on to the next page. I have all that completed. That is my business address. In this section, there is a contacts area. So of course, I want to know who I need to contact, or if purchasing needs to contact that business, who is that good point of contact? So we're going to click the Add Contact button. And in here, we're going to list the first name and last name. And of course, my name's Lana Widener. I mentioned that earlier. And then again, I will re-enter my email address because I am the primary contact. So I do want to be notified of any communication with a particular solicitation that I might be reviewing. And I'll enter my phone number at 803, and I'm just going to give you my front desk. It's 777-4115, and that is our main purchasing number, so if you want to know that. And then the contact type. And at this point, we just need to select general. And I had mentioned that I am the primary contact, so I'm going to select the box. And in this next section, we're going to create our password. And I just want to identify that question mark to help you in case you don't remember through this training that we do require an uppercase, a lowercase, a number, and a special character. So you can just, as I mentioned, click on the question mark. So let's create my password. and it is unique to me. Nobody else will have it. And if you lose it, we can't help you restore it. So definitely you want to keep that password and know what that password is. You'll enter it twice, and as long as you've entered it correctly twice and click the OK button, it should move you forward to the next screen. And it did. So here we have a user ID, SCS, and then the rest of it's populated through the system. All offer register that have registered, all offers who've registered will have the SCS number. In a little bit when we're complete with our registration, you'll receive an email, and that number will also be in the email so that you will be able to retain it for purposes of your solicitation down the road when you decide to bid on a particular solicitation. So, all right, everything looks good here. Phone number, name, everything's spelled correctly, everything's entered correctly, so I'm ready to move to the next button. Takes me to the next page. So I like this particular page to help identify the categories that my business is involved with. I mentioned earlier, my business name is Joanne Uniforms. So guess what? I'm interested in uniforms. So just a little bit down on this page, there is the number 200920. These numbers come from a national government page and of numbers associated with the type of category. So I'm going to select that. I also am involved in the one right below it, which is work clothing uniforms, and also the one below that, which is work uniform accessories. Now, if you'll notice, each one of those I selected have also moved to the right into a column or two columns by themselves. So now I can see a little summary of what I have selected as points of interest of my business. The reason this is important is anytime that one of the university's purchasing buyers has a solicitation and they want to review any companies in our system who registered, they can look for anybody involved with uniforms and invite them to review the solicitation that has been posted to our website. So this is where that's really helpful. So just keep that in mind to be sure and select those categories appropriate to your business. So I'm done with that page, so I'm ready to go to the next page. I see again my email address is there. That looks good. I think everything is complete. I do have a moment where I want to just kind of look over everything because I wasn't positive. Let me just see the review. And there's my registration ID information of when I put this in, my business name, my ethnicity. So you can see everything here at this point that is listed, and it does look like it's in good order. Again, I have my registration or requested user ID is listed there, the SCS, which will be again emailed to you. So I'm good to return here and go back to my page. I do need to click on the select to accept. So let me look at these terms of agreement just to make sure. This is very simple, so we just put a little note in here. The registration services provided through the University of South Carolina offer registration, and the use of this website are governed by these terms and conditions. So if you'll just click return and then select the box that says select to accept. And we are almost done. So if you will click submit, then you are completing your registration. You've received a little note here that says you've successfully submitted your registration. And right below that, it says any email regarding the registration status will be sent to llw@mailbox.sc.edu. And you should get that within a minute and receive that. Again, if you have questions, our email address is purchasing@mailbox.sc.edu. We appreciate you being here with us today. Thank you so much for joining us, and have a great day.